Frank Warren had no poker face.
None at all.
You can't pick sides when both of them are your fighters. You can't call him a quitter.
Never.
Just knockouts, and they should be satisfied.
Yeah,
no, give us a show. The fights are gonna do what they always do. Let there be some additional reasons to watch your production.
He was running to
Yo,
Wonderful.
look, I can do it like money made, glamorous ting. 12 round unanimous ting. Casual fans on the analyst ting. That ain't KG and Travis's ting. That's undefeated, undisputed like Lennox. Do it on points, jab your head off. Who tried to say that AJ fell off? Must have never had Nigerian.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of the Undefeated Podcast.
The only podcast with 2 undefeated fighters.
Chatting it up. Don't go any further. Like, subscribe, share now.
Do it now.
Bro, what's your tail of the tape?
Listen, I'm 0-0, bro. Never fought, never lost. If I did, someone's got to go, and it's not me. But, bruv, what's your tail of the tape?
2-0, bro.
Talk to me.
50% knockout rate.
Come on.
Half the men that entered the ring with me left on their back.
That's what they did.
Come on, bro.
They never came back from that. But, yo, we got to get into it.
It's been a mad weekend, man.
It's been a mad weekend. We had the craziest... We had a big moment on the pod.
Shouts out to everyone that came onto the live after the fight.
Round of applause. Listen, it was crazy to the point that I called Rubes before weekend before, and I was like, yo, bro, you know I'm trying to crack up. If we get to 100 people that watching live
on the live,
we're successful. Big man,
115,
115.
Wait, do we need flowers?
No, I'm telling not to flower music,
no more
bro.
flowers. Okay, cool.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because I gotta be like Jules.
Why?
You know how Julian doesn't like any of our success.
Yeah.
He's like, we need more.
Everything. It doesn't celebrate a thing.
He don't celebrate a thing, bruv. Even down to, you know what's crazy? Because we had a big week, bro. We made the sketch. Understand this word, yeah. We made a sketch, yeah. The whole of the boxing world decided to like.
Bro.
Posted in the group to Jules. Jules.
Hilarious.
Decent.
We're like, yo, Adam Booth is laughing at this. Enzo Macronelli's laughing at this. Carl Frampton just retweeted it, and he's like, yeah, decent.
But literally, no.
Joyce himself was laughing at the thing. Then it's decent, yeah, not bad.
But I think you need those people. You need those people in the group. You do.
They keep you on the ground, bro.
Yeah, they keep you on the ground, bro. But sometimes I just don't listen to him. I'm like,
you can't listen to him all the time.
No, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. It was the first time I was actually offended. I said, excuse me. I think I came back and agreed. I was like, wait. But nah, that sketch, bro.
Bro, that was so funny. You know, someone messaged me the other day and said, oh, congratulations on your victory. I said, wait, what are you talking about? He goes, Joyce? I was like, no, snap.
You're not Joyce.
I'm Joyce, fam.
That's mad, you know, but I don't want to be Dubois now.
Bear man have this picture, you know.
No, even someone goes, they messaged me to say congratulations and thank you for that subtle piece of comedy. It's brilliant. Listen, and I've never got a message like that, bro.
People are saying we need more stuff like this for our fighters.
Yeah.
So we've taken it upon ourselves.
We will. You'll get more content.
We're gonna have to get busy.
All right, cool. Well, let's get into the comments. Before we get into the comments, I just want to say, I'll do this now. This is a sad bit. But yeah, rest in peace to Heavy D.
Yeah, for real, man.
Got to do that right now. It's actually someone that was meant to fight next year, actually. You know what I mean? It was talking about Jan, Feb. Never forget the coolest thing is like when we called him out on the pod through, I think it's Gavin that set it up.
Gavin set it up.
Yeah. When he called and then he said, all right, he's got a mandatory. I'm never like...
Sam Jones.
He told me
gonna take care of my mandatory.
He said he's got a mandatory, and that was crazy, and it had me bugging for a while because I've been losing the weight because knowing the fight's coming and obviously we've got the whole undefeated family waiting to see man get out there. But again, massive respect to his family. You know, prayers to them.
For real.
And yeah, man, I think while we're on this earth, we just gotta make things count.
No, 100%, man. Tell the people around you that you love them. Do you know what I mean? Don't let those moments go by and assume anything. This year has shown us anything can happen at any point. So it's just really appreciate the time you have.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, let's go into the comments.
Cool, man.
Cool. And there you go. Jay Francis. R.I.P. Heavy D. Looks like KG needs a new opponent. Maybe not.
Straight to it.
Bro, man got me straight back in there, bruv. Here you go. Ash, love the pod as usual. Please provide your thoughts on John Fury versus David Haye. No one knows triggers John like Haye does.
It's too funny, man. Haye, he winds him up, man, because he always seems to go against Fury no matter who the opponent is.
But what's so funny, when we was watching the fight, for the first time, was like, Haye's right.
Haye's prediction came true.
Haye has finally got drop a bomb for Haye. Look how happy he was to drop a bomb for Haye. You smiled. Man was like,
when have I declared to drop a Okay.
No, but you smiled.
You see the agenda. You see the agenda.
Saying,
no, it's fine.
Bro, you was too swift though.
It's fine. Let's be agenda
boys.
Bro,
you smiled into the...
We're the agenda boys. It's fine. We're the agenda boys. It's fine.
In my head, yeah, I said drop a bomb for Haye. He's like, yes.
You're sick, man. Dickhead. You've changed, fam. You've changed. Ted Atengo.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not even gonna read anymore.
Is that Ted that got moved to?
Nah, these are fight predictions.
Cool.
These are fight predictions for the fight that just happened.
Was he correct?
It's long. Nah, he is. He was. He goes, I think Joyce is winning this one. Hopefully I can come back and be right with this comment. Big up to you guys. Love the podcast. He did it.
You're correct.
JP, rest in peace every day.
Come on.
Nev, you two guys are legends. Great podcast.
Let's go. We're out here.
The Gad family, keep up the great podcast, guys.
Ooh, let me get this one.
Go for
Rocky, he's put together Rocky Ali. Okay, let's go. Babbage is a straight thug. The Savage is the perfect name. Must watch when he fights. Entertaining style and character. Did you guys hear Dave Allen message Eddie Hearn asking to fight Babbage after the Tom Little fight?
Oh, bruv, what is going on?
He's back. Is he coming back from retirement?
Maybe he heard you and he's like, you know what? To hell with this guy. I'm getting back in the ring.
You know, boxers are listening. But the funny thing is, he actually went on Soccer AM, actually.
Is it?
He made a Soccer AM debut. I think he might be doing there could be some presentation, presenting on that show, potentially.
Mate, let's see, man. Let's see.
We'll see. So he's listening. Come on, but I don't
We're rooting for you, Dave.
I don't want you to... Dave, don't fight Babbage. Don't fight Babbage.
Yeah,
Dave,
just leave that alone, man.
Presenting, bro.
Off the canvas boxing. Love the podcast. Big up you, man. I had Daniel Dubois to win 5th round by KO. Congrats. Lloyd Gibbs. I'm liking Joe Joyce for this fight, but equally will not be shocked if Dubois wins.
Here you go. Doofus Creation says, Conor Ben and Eubank are real life Creed movies.
That's real talk, actually. All right, this one here. This is wow, this is tough. Okay. Massive big up to the pod. I've been listening for well over a year now, and I thought I'd finally get involved with the discussion. We appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering, what do you think Joshua will do with his career after Fury takes him to boxing school?
Hey, wait, someone came for me today. I didn't like it.
Let me just I love how Puneet came back at him. He just said, this comment has been reported. Because what the hell?
But wait,
the assumption.
I didn't like. Someone came for me today because I said that I was supporting Joe Joyce because he's Nigerian, and they said you haven't shown Anthony Joshua that same level of support.
No, you haven't, fam.
You're in Fury Gang. But I was like,
you are fully in Fury Gang, fam.
They've never fought, bro.
Fury gave you that gum shield, and all of a sudden you've just been sold.
Oh, yeah, I like seeing the flag still. I'm not gonna lie, but no, it's not that. Like I just rate the killer is against Fury against Wilder.
You like seeing the flag over a full Nigeria?
No, I didn't. Bro. Agendas. This is how they
agenda boys. That's how they created. No, that's how you started. That's how they created. We're agenda boys today. Cool, let's run it.
No, that's how they created. But bro, no, seriously, they haven't fought. Yeah, anyone knows Fury is the Can you imagine? I'm doing the Sam Jones when I say the wrong name. No, listen, AJ is one of the reasons why I'm like really into boxing.
So why don't you have the same respect?
Huh?
Why don't you give him respect when you speak on his name? No, because anytime we speak about anything, you go, yeah, but AJ ran from Ruiz.
He did.
I'm gonna go to the next comment.
Anyway, wait. No, but seriously, hear me out, yeah. If AJ loses to Fury, I will be devastated. If you go back. I made a poem, bro. Do you know how mad it was when AJ lost? Yeah, I couldn't understand. I was discombobulated.
Nah, but
I didn't know what to do with my life.
What side are you on, bro?
Huh?
What side are you on?
Nah, it's AJ all day. AJ all day. I
like
Fury.
I like
Fury against Wilder.
You're in Fury gang,
against
man.
Wilder, it's Fury all day. Against
fine.
Wilder, Fury all day. But AJ all day. Come on, bro. I can't go against.
Is what it is, bro.
I can't. Come on.
I hate you, bro.
And live where? What am I gonna do with my family members?
Do you or do?
Nah, man. Come on.
Do you or do, bro?
even if my missus likes him, that's still not enough for me to not support him, bro.
This is October Red. She goes, the Lennox Lewis story. What I did, what you did. Yikes. She goes, I agree about Babbage. I called it and I said he's gonna do it in 3. And Little just looked like he just didn't want it. Babbage is relentless. Tom Little's interview was sad. It's always a sad day to see them leave. It's an emotional sport, but just like in life, we must move on. Credit to all boxers that have the courage to climb through the ropes and get in that ring. You don't play boxing. And then we got...
you had beef. You might as well just go to the beef.
Cool. Oh, yeah, I did have a bit of beef.
You had beef.
So this guy comments, this guy called Fight Film. He goes, Usyk is easy to hit. Time for a better prescription. That or please stop talking boxing. You guys are killing the sport. So I thought, well, I'm going to come back in and respond. So I said, killing the sport? Well, I guess you're keeping it alive, yeah? I said, look, Usyk got bruised up by Witherspoon. Shots landed from Chisora, who telegraphed everything all night. ... Left it for him to respond. No response.
There you go.
It's these guys that I find the funniest, you know? Because I'm just like, bruv, shut your mouth, man.
I was going to say that. I was going to say Canelo. I say, bruv, shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth, man.
Shut up. We don't even know who you are, bruv. Anyways, man, bro. You know them ones when you don't even put yourself in it. Like,
in it, man. Shut your
get
mouth,
out, bro. Who's he got a picture of in his thing?
Somebody that's got spot. I mean, nah, he's got a fighter.
Tiafimo?
Yeah, he's got Tiafimo still.
Yeah, but it's not you, bro. Shut your mouth, bro. Get out. Anyway, let's go, bro. Wishes it could be Tiafimo.
Yeah, I mean, you'll never be Tiafimo, cuz.
You're just you, bro.
Anyway.
I was ready. I was ready to smoke still. Nah. You know what?
Let's pod.
Oh, we got stuff to do.
Dubois, Joyce.
Thank you.
I mean, shouts out to everyone that called in because it was tough not engaging with the...
Oh, yeah.
But listen, anyway, we're here.
Are you ready?
How do you feel?
How do I feel? I feel lied to. Whoa. I'm saying now.
Let's start with love. As they say in those therapy sessions.
Yeah, all right, cool.
Start with love.
Okay, cool.
Credit to both of these fighters for putting it out
on the line.
These are guys that have prospects. Yeah, Joyce is a bit old, but he's still on that level of prospect territory.
Yes.
They put it on the line.
Yes.
Yeah, they haven't had many fights. They fought each other. Someone's all had to go, and they gave us a big fight, especially in the pandemic. So we give them absolute respect at the start of this conversation.
I'm gonna clap for them.
Yeah?
Okay. That's it.
Now let's dice it up.
All right, cool. So you know where I live. Yeah, there's a ledge. Yeah, it's a street that was created. And I gotta get back there.
Cool.
Now I feel lied to because do you know what? I had high hopes for Dubois, and he will come back in a few years' time. But I bought. Do you know what it is? I'm a muppet. I buy into what the promoters say. The promoter said, "Listen, I've got a fighter that can knock out. He'll defeat AJ and he'll defeat Dylan." He said that. On the back of their losses, Frank Warren said it with his mouth. And then what I was seeing, obviously, mistake by me, the Lati victory, fighting just anyone's, the Gorman victory, and all these fights. And as you said, like it or not, I didn't do it. He's ranked number 2 in the world. He's ranked number 2, WBO number 2 in the world after those fights. Yeah. I didn't do that. So obviously, I'm going to start to believe in his stock. Now, I'm not upset because some people think that I'm vexed about the quitting. Not that.
Cool.
I'm not vexed about the quitting.
Land where you're landing, bro.
Why I'm vexed here is we hyped this guy up and he couldn't work out how to deal with a man with a slow jab. Like it or not. Why was he winded? Bro, 23. You're winded, bro. After 15 seconds of a flurry. What are we doing right now? Why can't he work out? Just imagine, you left them to do target practice. We never saw the head movement. We never saw the jab. What was he showing us?
So here's what we'll do on the flip side of this conversation.
Let's go.
Credit to Joyce.
Yes.
Yeah? For having a good jab. You're saying it's a slow jab. It was a good jab.
It's a very good jab.
It was effective all night long.
Yes.
Right? And, the thing about speed is that it's cancelled out by timing.
Yes.
Joyce's jab was timed wonderfully. It had a good rhythm and he did it all night long to the point where, it caused real damage.
But let me get back to the ledge.
No, I hear that. But what I'm saying is we're angling this conversation to be Dubois didn't do this. Well, there's a reason. He was in there with Joyce.
There we go. I'm going to respect Joyce. But right now I'm talking about how I was disappointed in Dubois. Because like it or not, why I got even more frustrated is the night went on. And now watch 53-year-olds, yeah, with more energy. 53-year-olds, 53 and 55. Roy Jones,
54 and 51.
54, 51.
Yeah, that's
we're going to round it in together, you know what I mean?
Fine,
Average. Let's go. 53. Yeah, combine age. Yeah. End of the day, them man showed more energy. Them man showed even, obviously we talk about boxing IQ, because even Roy Jones' IQ in that fight, he was doing stuff that he said, you know what? You are like, I can see that. It was almost like I was getting to look at one generation and look at the new generation, and I had to hang my head down.
But that's not fair. That's not fair.
I did it.
That's not fair. I'll tell you why. Even if you put like a retired old football player, you put David Beckham on the pitch now, he's still going to give you that little glimpse of something that's legendary.
But should he give you more energy?
No, he's not. It wasn't more energy. They weren't taking shots that Dubois and Joyce were taking. Let's be real.
Yes.
Them men were pulling punches in that fight. We'll talk about that after.
We'll talk about that.
The reason why I say we give credit to Joyce, because Dubois did come to fight. He landed massive shots.
Yes, he did.
Clean on Joe Joyce's chin.
Yeah.
And Joe Joyce absorbed it like a mattress. It was insane. So that when you come in and scrap like that, and man's like, bang, on the button, and you're looking at him waiting for the reaction.
And nothing
happens.
And
he just keeps coming. So you're going to do it again. And now you're like, I don't understand. So now you're there in this place that you've never been in before.
Yes.
You're in like, you know, that's why the trainer was saying to him, this is boxing. This is boxing, which is crazy.
In the early rounds.
Yeah, that's right. Because now he's sitting, he knows he's talking to his fighter thinking, you've landed all the shots that normally end the fight.
I like what you're saying.
Now I need to tell you, this is boxing.
Okay.
Now this is a lesson you can't learn in the gym.
Now Travis.
So then we now have to start saying, okay, is it mismanagement? Because surely he should have learned these lessons before this moment.
Okay, now, but Travis, this is very important, and I want you to I'm going to welcome you to the ledge as well, yeah?
I've been.
But I'm just welcoming right now in this moment, yeah?
Nice
welcome to the ledge, good to be here.
Thank you.
Now, we like scripts, yeah? And there's certain scenes, yeah? Usually, would you expect this is boxing in round 3? Should I be able to tell you in round 3, early in the scene, in the movie,
was it that early?
Round 3, this is boxing. Bro, 9,
but you
10.
But you have to.
This is boxing.
Yeah, I hear you. But
I
you
can't
have to
guess
remember.
You in round 3?
You know your fighter. Yeah. If my guy is a banger, yeah, we go into fights to land these punches. He's just done it. And the guy looks square back at you, wasn't even dizzy. I've got to tell you something that's different to say, yo, okay.
Do you think the dialogue came a bit early?
We know what the game is. We know what it normally is. It's obviously not going to be that tonight. This is boxing to prepare you for the marathon.
Bro.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that dialogue there.
The dialogue's too early for me.
No,
that kind of dialogue is crazy.
It's not crisis.
I shouldn't. No, it's crisis.
No, it's not it's crisis to you. You got to remember, he knows his fighter. Some people react to different things.
But they were trying to G him up. Even second round, yeah. I'm telling you, this fighter came back to the corner and he weren't feeling the same. He wasn't, because he's working. Remember, let's think about the first round. First round, it was exciting. I think that's the round I would actually give to. It was a hard one to.
One run, they kind of was a bit tentative, to be honest. They were more feeling each other out.
But
Second round, it got
going. Yeah, but I'm talking about what I imagined. Remember, I was saying this could be potentially. Before we started, I was like, I think this could be the fight of the year. That's what I was hoping for. I said these guys both, they will come forward and they're gonna mix it. Do you know what I'm saying? We didn't see from the person. And I'm talking. What my problem is. The expectation I had for him was too great. That's my frustration. I saw him as this is gonna be the guy to really. You see how you felt about Usyk at the end when he was like, "Was that a message?" Yeah. I was like, this guy is gonna send a message to the division tonight.
Dubois.
Yes.
It would have been a message if he sparked out Joyce.
I thought a message was coming.
But the problem is, and unfortunately with life, hindsight is 2020. Now we start to see the cracks. Now we start to see that, okay, cool. Dubois' lack of pedigree was very shiny tonight. Yeah? Because we put him in there. And the reason why these two would even match up, because when you think about it, Joyce has had the bigger names. They're not necessarily big names. Yeah. They're bigger names.
Challenges.
Yeah? So he's been there with fighters that could hurt him. So he's experienced all of that. Dubois has not. Dubois just has great profile. So you're matching his profile with his experience and you're thinking this is the fight to see. Yeah. And it really ain't.
Yes.
Now we can see it really ain't. Dubois has not been in there with anyone. So when they're sitting there and he's saying, I've had the tough fights. And when Jojo's saying, who? And now Dubois is like, what? Yeah, like, that's why he's stuck.
Yeah.
Because there's no names that you can throw out. And now, unfortunately, under the lights, we saw that this guy's amateur pedigree shine through. I don't feel like we saw something from Joyce that was sending a message, because I don't think they're at that level to be sending messages yet. They're climbing. All that we showed tonight was Joyce is going to climb higher than Dubois.
So just imagine, as far as I'm concerned, heavyweight division, sharks. My man came into the heavyweight division without a 5-meter badge and a rubber dinghy, fam. That's what he was doing. He turned up to do a madness. And what happened? Yeah, Dylan White saying things. What does he do now? Now, I know he can come back, but when he sits across the table from the man them, because they have to, I have to try and get into your mindset. It's mind games. We're playing chess. Yeah? Like it or not, even they said, they even mentioned Tyson. They said, Tyson came back after 15 years and he said, last time we saw Tyson, he quit. They had to bring that up. Yeah? So like it or not, this stain, whatever you're gonna call it, because I know it was an eye injury, so I'm not gonna talk about quitting. But I'm just saying that's in there now with the fighters. They're gonna use that.
Cool. He quit. His eye was broken. He felt pain he'd never felt before, and he swallowed it and he quit.
There you go.
There's nothing you can. I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's one of them things where the boxing community, everyone's jumped up. I'd never quit. You don't quit.
They're taking
You're gonna have to kill me, carry me out. Cool. It's literally a personal decision.
Yes.
I know I didn't take any of those punches. If for me to sit here and be like, you can't quit, that's crazy. That's where we get disrespectful.
It's not for us.
That's where it's disrespectful.
It's not for us.
So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, all right, cool. So let's look at fighters who have quit before that have had tremendous careers. Because I had to look into this.
You came with the list, yeah?
Yeah, I came with the list, man. Because I was just like, people are being unfair, and I know people got short memories.
And while you're getting to the list, yeah, I'll just keep getting. So the person that I'm actually blaming, have you found a list? Well, the person I'm actually blaming is Frank Warren, and I'm going to talk about the plans and how he looks after his main commodity. I think there's something wrong. There you go. Go ahead.
So Oliver McCall quit against Lewis.
Yep.
Crying in the ring, all kind of stuff. That more like a breakdown. Vitaly Klitschko quit in the ring with Chris Bird. He had a shoulder injury, got to round 9, and he just quit. Larry Merchant said he doesn't have the mentality to be a champion.
He was wrong.
Vitaly Klitschko. Roberto Duran quit against Sugar Ray Leonard in the famous No Mas. Right? People don't mention, I mean, it comes up, but his place in history is solidified with the things he's done. Yeah. Now, this particular one I'm going to mention in regards to quitting, and the reason why it's significant, and, on the side of people who, are on the feeling like you should never quit. Cool. Nigel Benn, right? Fighting Steve Collins. Yeah. Sprained his ankle in the round, and he turned his back and he's like, that's enough. Yeah. He was knocking on retirement's door. But because Nigel Benn had the Gerald McClellan fight in his repertoire, you can't call him a quitter. We can never. That's what I'm saying. You can't question his mentality.
We could never.
So every decision is a decision for that moment. So I'm looking at it like, do you know what? You can't. Yeah. A fighter will be able to say to Dubois, "You got quit in you. You've quit before. You'll quit again. I'll take you to deep waters." They can give it like that. Yeah. But I don't feel like this particular time was a bad decision.
But the problem is, this is, and again, as you said, I never said Lennox hands are big. Yeah. I never said it. Yeah. Narratives can be drawn up because, it or not, here we go.
It's on video.
This is what I'm saying, and you love Haye. So, what? So anyway, I'm saying narratives can be created. Yeah. Now you got the ABAs. Yeah. Like it or not, Dubois went to the ABAs finals. Yeah. All of a sudden, he's like, I'm sick. Didn't show up. He left. And the mum, remember, there you go. Finals, ABA finals. And he said, I'm sick.
He didn't show up to the ABA finals?
Nope. Said, I'm sick, and he went home. And the mum said, hence why, mum's in the interview, and she says, there you go. It gets deeper, bro.
Wow.
I came, as you done your list, I was at home doing my research as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah? So the mum said, he said, wonderful. So the mum is in a press conference, and she says, hi, Daniel, are you sure you're not going to get sick again, as you did in the ABAs? Ooh. Yeah? The mum said that. And then he raised his, and that's why, because obviously I'm Ash, she's Af. He raised his dirty mouth, to say to the mum, what do you call it? Well, because he knows the mum's blind, she's blind,
said, I know
Brits are blind, and he goes,
I know you can't see your son, so I'll spare you the pleasure of having to see your son go through this.
That's the words that he used to now return to the mother.
And Joe Joyce was there, and Joe Joyce ain't got no banter back. He goes, that's not nice. And I was just like, I know you want to smoke him, and that's how it came out. But at the same time,
there you go. So when we talk about
very low,
you know, so it's low. But how about just imagine? It's so poetic. Yeah, the same person that you said you're talking about blindness. Now you can't see. Your one eye. Can you imagine? So you've been doing jokes about blindness. Yeah. Now you can't see. You have to go and hold a knee, bruv. End of the day,
when the mum did it in the interview with IFL TV, she goes, well, now you know what it's like to not be able to see. I said,
drop it. But you can't do that.
It's tough.
End of the day, you can't remember what Nigel spoke to us.
But you know what I think it is? Go on, sorry.
Nigel spoke to us and he said, remember, Gerald McLennan
said, I'm going to hurt your boy.
Said to my dad, I'm going to hurt your boy. So it's almost in boxing. Even Big Baby Miller mentioned AJ's mum. He was onto him. Remember, he's waiting. AJ followed him. So, like it or not, these parents it's like old school. It's like school days.
But you know what I think?
Don't talk about my parents.
I hate you, but you know what I think? But I feel like that moment, I feel Dubois regrets that moment. And I think it was one of those things where he might have bought into this whole, we've got to sell the fight, we've got to make it big. And the moment presented itself and he just took it. I don't think you can ever look back at that moment with pride. Because look at the trash talk that they had for each other. It weren't there.
But listen,
so that says to me that was a banana skin. He thought maybe it would be a laugh. But it might be a moment.
This is boxing. Here we go. So now let me play it back to you. So this is boxing, yeah. And what happened is Joyce's mum knocked Dubois off his pivot when she spoke about him quitting. That's what I'm talking about. And she drew at the worst side of him to say a comment like that. So like it or not, these boxers, they
feel it.
No, but I'm saying these boxers, they're playing chess at the end of the day. And I know now that I've watched you. So we bring up the ABAs. Remember, agenda's been drawn. Yeah? ABAs, we'll bring that up. Then we'll talk about you taking a knee. Even though it's an orbital and a lot of men would take a knee. But I'm going to use, as a boxer, I'm going to use anything I can to get the edge over you. If I'm fighting you next, stare down, the walking, like the gloves are off. I'm going to try my best to get into your mind to defeat you. And people use that. And he responded to his mum and said that, bruh.
It's tough. It's dark. And I mean, it's one of those moments where I don't want to make it about these personal exchanges. I mean, the fight, it took on its own thing, but outside of the ring, I really do feel like he bought into the whole, let's give something to promote this thing and try and be that guy. And I think it's that moments that make you go, oh my days, look what I'm going back to the nice guy thing because this didn't work out. You see what I'm saying? That's why it was probably so quote unquote boring and we had to do what we did in the sketch. But you know, you look at the fact that people are saying he's a quitter despite that injury. Like, you know, listening to Vitaly Klitschko sitting in the corner and he's like, yeah, my shoulder's hurting. That don't sound like an acceptable injury. Not when I've seen Danny Williams have his arm dislocated, can't use it, it's obviously out the joint, and then knock man out.
Seen Groves.
Well, this is what I'm saying with Eubank.
Yeah.
So, but if somebody comes and they have an injury, your skull cracked. I don't understand what...
You can't answer no more.
This is the fight community, yeah? Fighters are going to be feeling the way they feel. I know in any boxing match, if I feel like something's broken, I don't have that thing with me now as someone who is not a professional fighter to be like, yeah, by any means I'm getting to the... I'm like, whoa. Nah, this ain't worth it.
Bro,
and at some point, if these fighters are now sitting there thinking, well, Kell Brook's career weren't the same. Look at Anthony Ogogo.
There you go.
His career didn't get started with because of an eye injury.
Bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, our fighter's not allowed to be given that grace. It's like, all right, cool, your face is fractured. Yeah, maybe call it a day. Or we doing this die on the shield.
It was intelligent. It was intelligent. But again, as you said, because you remember, bro, like, once it happened, my immediate thing, I looked at you. You know what I mean? I looked at you because I was like, again, I'm the boxing, for me, I'm the novice, learning on the job. We call it, yeah? So I was like, I haven't watched that before. Live, like, been present. Yeah. So now I looked to you and you was like, you can't do that. Literally, and you whispered it. It's not like you, what you call it. Yeah. He was like, oh, you can't do that.
Because
you can't do that.
I know what the fight community does to how they react to quitting. It changes the defeat. If you lost and he, pummeled him on the ropes, referee stopped it, you'd say, you know what, Dubois, don't worry, he'll come again. Oh, he was injured as well? Flipping out. Credit to the guy. Absolute heart. Just that moment where he took the knee has invalidated all of that grind. Yeah. And now people are looking at him like, he's not built for this level. He's not built for boxing. And it's like, it's the default on the credit score.
But
you might be great now with money, but no one's looking past that moment.
I ain't lending.
Yeah, I'm not lending.
Unless you're Donald Trump, you'll be fine. Sorry, I had to throw that one in there.
Small loan of $1 million.
So anyway, Spencer Fearon said it's over for Daniel Dubois. We're not gonna spend no more time on this. So I'm gonna keep it moving into Joyce because I really want to talk about him. Spencer Fearon said it's over for Daniel Dubois. Do you think Spencer Fearon was harsh?
Yeah, I do think it was harsh. I really do. I don't think it's over. I think he can come back. My only concern for coming back is the injury, the type of injury it is.
Yeah.
Just because that leaves a scar with fighters. Like, you look at Kell Brook and how he handled things. Do you know what I mean? Like, it weren't a smooth adjustment for him to just be able to continue his career. Do you know what I mean? Like, that he was always aware of the eye.
Yeah, and...
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, look at how he
And
fought.
you think Daniel Dubois will be the same?
Well, yeah, because you can see that anytime if he takes shots and it's bruised, he's going to be thinking about the eye.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't...
and it's when you get into deep water.
At the heavyweight division as well.
That's what I'm talking about. When you get into deep water, so you're in a heavy fight, yeah, it's like they say with footballers and stuff. Once they have a significant injury, they don't want to be hit like that, or they don't want to, or when the going is tough.
Yeah.
The mental side of it will make you think, oh, I'm hurt more than I am.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So we don't know
what the effects.
If Dubois, and this is the thing, you see the same way we still give, because like it or not, even I say AJ kept his distance from Ruiz. We give him respect because no one's been knocked down that many times and come back and reclaim his titles. We've not seen that, like in the fashion that happened. So ratings to him. If Dubois can recover from this, he will get a lot of fans.
I think he needs to take time, make sure he's absolutely healed and healthy before he gets back in the ring. Because 2 on a trot, flare-ups of the same injury, then we started to have horrible conversations about it being over.
Now, go on.
I think it's important to just stay on top of that, get it right, come back, rebuild. It's going to take a while for your reputation to be accepted again. Yeah. But it can happen. It can happen.
Listen, I'm not going to do it. It's cheap shot. Low hanging fruit. I'm not going to do it. You rate me though, because there was one coming. Cool. So what we're going to do...
But again, credit to Joe Joyce. Great win.
No, we're going to quickly say something about Joe Joyce. Cool. I'm going to give him a round of applause. Joe Joyce, the juggernaut. Listen, yeah? You did something.
You're built different, my guy.
You are built button. People hitting you clean.
On the chin. Bow.
Heavyweight division.
He's not even looking for momentarily disconnected.
It's fine. To the point where even the way you're taking the shots, we gotta say, it's slow with the movement, the way he would take the power out the shots with the rolling, you know how the movement of his...
He rides the shot.
Rides the shot nicely.
Yeah, it's smart.
Nicely. And I say, you know what you're doing. Like, we didn't predict it. No. None of us predicted this. In my head, I thought, and I think the majority of the boxing community was like, Dubois gets it done. And Dubois gets it done early. Not taking into consideration
that this man is built like a mattress in terms of punch resistance.
He can't. What?
Go punch a bed. That must be what it's like to punch Joe Joyce.
And that's why you're talking about beds and
stuff. That's right. You're gonna sleep. He's like,
sleep. I'm not sleeping. You're gonna sleep.
Shouts out to George. He's like a modern day Foreman, just a little bit slower, but 6'6" and just walking at you, pressure. I think people are gonna take a while before they realize whatever he's doing in that ring is effective.
Yeah. All I would like to see is him opposing himself on the person that he's fighting. So like, let's say really putting the size and you know when you get this is it. This is the only thing. Yeah, on the inside. Yeah, Dubois was having a little bits of better moments. I would say, and it's like I wish you would. It's only later into the fight where he started to let shots go and stuff. And you think, I like the jab, and maybe you just realize I'm gonna close that eye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe I should respect you in that and say, you know what, you saw a target, it was there, and you said, you know what, it's there all night. He hasn't got the head movement to get out of the way. There you go. Back, hold that, receive that.
It's real.
And you know what, and he knows I'm gonna get the knockout this way.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
No, for real.
But this is can I say something a bit controversial?
Go on.
Frank Warren does not know how to look after his superstars. Now I wrote my notes and Ash just stole my thunder, man. Ash
out there.
Ash stole my thunder. Now, you know when you got the franchise player, you know, we both watch basketball. There's certain ways you got to manage that franchise superstar. And the new face, he had potentially, just, you know how I was laughing before? Frank Warren had in his hand, yeah, he's got Anthony Yard, yeah, and he has a Daniel Dubois. Now, what's good now, what we're doing and what we need to keep doing is taking out the pressure, the sting of losing.
Yeah.
We're taking out that. I agree. However, there's a way that you manage your fighter before that. So now, like, you've heard me say it many times, the Kovalev fight, for me, came a bit too early. Okay. It was rushed, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah? And then you have the this fight. Yeah? And it's like, did we need to, if this is the face, yeah, it is the new guy, yeah, that I need to make sure and just mark out their journey properly, because everyone, as Sam, the guy that Joyce is, Sam Jones was like, he's never been here before. Yeah, you haven't got the experience. Now, if I'm Frank Warren, alarm bell should be ringing in my head to say, hey, that's right, and it was true.
What do you mean it was true?
He's never been here before. He's never been to this level. Do you know what I'm saying? So you say to yourself, well, and then even the Kovalev fight, Yard was closer. He was closer.
Yard nearly won the fight.
He was closer. Obviously, both lost the same way, champ. Yeah, both lost the same way with the champ. So you say to yourself, there's a way that you got to manage, and there's calculated risk, because like it or not, even Eddie Hearn knew that AJ beats Charles Martin. Yeah, he knew. It was the perfect time, and he took ratings to AJ because he grew like very quickly. Yep. You know, but he showed that he is a real one.
I'm just looking right now at Anthony Joshua's record, right? Yeah. His 15th fight was against Dillian Whyte. Yeah. And that was for the British title and the Commonwealth. The exact same belts that was on the line in the Joe Joyce and Dubois fight. Yep. But then you talk about if we could compare them. Yeah. So AJ's, let's compare Dillian and Joe Joyce. Yeah. Dillian didn't have a heavy amateur background. He wasn't Olympic. He didn't go to the Olympics and this, that. Are you with me? I would go to say Dillian Whyte was better than Joe Joyce at that time.
Not at that time. I don't think so.
You don't think Dillian Whyte in that fight against AJ was better than Joe Joyce?
I don't. Honestly, seriously.
So do you think Dubois was better than Dillian Whyte in that fight?
What do we see from Dubois?
No, what I'm saying is AJ against Joe Joyce in these two fights at that level.
No, it's a different. I'm saying it's a different type of fight. My thing is, it's a different because it's a stylistic. I'm talking about. I'm talking about the pedigree, my amateur pedigree.
I hate what you're saying.
It came into that fight.
My thing is, I feel like the level that AJ and Dillian Whyte boxed at in AJ's 15th fight for the same belts they fought for was higher than the level that Dubois and Joe Joyce performed at.
No, it's a higher level. I'm with you.
I'm saying both of the level of boxing was higher than the level of boxing
that's the part that I don't agree with.
You don't believe it was a higher level of boxing?
No, I believe it was we saw a higher level of boxing, but I don't think the Dillian after that fight is a whole new Dillian. Like that Dillian
is. Yeah, I hear that, but that Dillian was still serious. But that Dillian was a very good opponent still.
Yeah, he's a good opponent. That level,
yeah.
Is it
Dubois against Dillian Whyte is smoking bottle for these men.
Yeah.
Okay. That Dillian Whyte is smoking both of them too in that fight.
I think you're putting two. Honestly, we won't agree.
No, but yeah,
we won't agree.
Basically, what I'm doing, I'm going back to show and to understand and put a bit more respect on the level that AJ has been fighting on.
I respect that, and I'm saying I'm with you on that.
Because he hasn't got the deep amateur background.
Yes, but I'm saying that. However, I think Eddie Hearn because Dillian was a kickboxer. Dillian's
his journey's different.
His journey's different. We're talking about someone that is an Olympic silver medalist, bro. That's fought Bermain Stavern. This is a wild opponent. He's fought. If you help me on the box rec, there's one Jennings. He's fought people that have really. He's been tested. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's certain times when you think, okay, if I'm the promoter and this is going to be the face of BT, because understand Sky, yeah. As soon as Daniel Dubois lost. They put it straight up on their website. They know this is network beef. You know what I'm saying? Your cash cow. He lost. Come on, highlight. It's all over up and blasted. He lost. because they know what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that if you're Frank Warren, if he just being smart and stuff, these are one of the greatest young commodities in boxing. They don't even have to sell; they're selling themselves. Do you know what I mean? Really and truly, like Dubois is a young prospect pup thing heavyweight. Then you got Yard that is just it's a marketing machine. You know what I mean? Me personally, if that's my cards, like if I'm playing blackjack and I got like a joker and a blackjack and maybe a 2, yeah, I will be very careful with how I play that.
I hear what you're saying. I think what your initial point about Frank Warren being slightly outdated in this era, yeah, I think he's starting to show himself to be a bit. You know, someone called in and they mentioned that we were speaking about their poker faces in the past. Frank Warren had no poker face.
None at all.
You can't pick sides when both of them are your fighters.
It's mental.
It didn't make any sense to. And even in the post fight, he was speaking to Joe Joyce as if Joe Joyce was the away guy.
Yeah.
Like he was very much like, you know, Dubois will come again and, you know, we can get the rematch. I'm thinking to myself, what, you don't realize your guy's the winner, so you can move him on. You weren't even thinking he's still trying to get it right with Dubois to Joe Joyce. And that's why I'm just like.
Because Dubois meant more to BT, bro. You have to he is supposed to be the face. The same way we had, remember, like it's like when a cool rapper gets signed from the UK, everyone starts saying, who's the next one? Or a cool actor gets their moment. You want to find the next one. And they thought in their mind, they're like, we got Daniel Dubois.
It's starting to feel like he's running out of ideas. Even in terms of trying to be creative and do things, even the production, like for example, the venue that they used.
Yep.
I just would love to see no more boxing in that place. It looked like Camden Centre.
No. So
any church hall.
The place could have worked, but they should have blacked it out. We just see we'll see a man in high business.
Give us amazing downlights. Give us the production of the show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like this is the thing I was making. Like someone like, you know, look at the production of Tyson versus Jones.
Yeah.
Everything, cinematic lights, everybody well dressed.
Dark. Yeah.
Everything is amazing. The booths, it's a show. These guys over here sometimes forget that this needs to be entertaining.
Yes.
You guys sometimes think that just knockouts and they should be satisfied.
Yeah,
no, give us a show.
Yes.
I see a lot of these boxing traditionalists out there saying, why have they got Snoop Dogg talking and da-da-da-da-da. People enjoyed Snoop Dogg talking, bro.
Yeah.
The fights are going to do what the fights do. The fights are going to do what they always do. Let there be some additional reasons to watch your production. This is where these guys don't have no imagination. It irritates me.
You're giving them this information for free.
No, I don't care.
It's free as well.
Listen, free game.
This is consultancy right now.
This is consultancy.
Because do you know what it is, yeah? I'm going to be real with you. I looked at that fight, yeah, and looked at just the setup and stuff.
But the thing is, you can say free game in this consultancy. They're not going to know what to do with what I'm saying. That's why I can give it to you. I can sit down with them and say, draw up plans. This is what you do with production. We are entertainers.
Yes.
We know how to make fans feel like something is worth my money the minute they walk in and sit down.
You won't have people asking how much is this fight and why are we paying more?
Fam, do you know what it's like, yeah? You know what it's like when you put on a certified show, it's happening, everything is amazing. They walk in, they see the stage, they go, oh, this is different. Them men sit down, they're not thinking about the ticket cost. You guys in the game today have got man out here thinking, why are we gonna pay £20.99 for the fight? Because they know that this thing might not be worth it. And that's what's so jarring about boxing in this country. You man don't promote fights. You lot just sit there and tweet fight week and post bare pictures of the same fighters, cuz. Them men are over there making mini movies about fighters. Danny Garcia walking in his yard on the ranch talking about your story with your... Bruv, they're doing everything. These men are out of ideas and it's showing. That's why you men are struggling. So when I see these men saying, why is Snoop Dogg there? He like, this is because you men are not innovating the game. Mike Tyson made 10 mil in a sparring match. And if you watch the production, you like, right, this was value for peas. The undercard was decent. Everything looked amazing. All you need to do is switch Tyson and put in any one of these guys. Put AJ in that production. And put a Eubank Jr. on the undercard. And you have a night that you will not think about how much money you paid for.
Never.
And this is what I'm looking at in the game now. And I'm like, bruv, Frank Warren, you, my guy, are a Nokia phone. And you're gonna stay like that the more you stay stubborn. And because I can see the energy in Frank and it irritates me because I'm like, you actually have the ingredients in your kitchen.
Mad ingredients.
But you're still making potatoes, cuz.
Potato salad.
Fam, Even Eddie Hearn is constantly trying to find a way to do these different things. Look at how his fight
And he can do more.
He can do more.
Yes.
He can absolutely do more. But what I'm saying is he's trying to adapt.
Yes, he is.
And that is the difference between them, because the more Frank comes out and says, I've been doing this 40 years, that gives me energy of, I know what I'm doing, don't tell me anything. I've been here.
Yes.
And that's just like, yeah, but are you winning right now?
Bro, can I just say, yeah? You know we got the ledge street, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I jumped off.
Listen, no, you bought a mansion there. You bought a whole new house, 8 bathrooms.
Fam, we're not biased on this podcast.
Listen, no, we gotta keep it real.
Straight, if you do something amazing, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change my opinion. But I'm telling you right now, today, that's where you got it wrong.
And you know what's crazy, yeah? We've all been to boat. We've all been to like, and what it felt like, that place, the venue, it felt like a polling booth, bro. That's what it felt like. If someone walked in and said, yo, Labour, I would say, yeah, cool, over there, bruv. In that dressing room, bruv. It's that real, bro. Turn down the lights. Yeah. That's all. You see, no one wants, we've been parties. Yeah, exactly. Who wants to wine a thing with the lights
House party with the lights on.
House party with the lights on, bro, turn off the lights.
Telling you, man.
I don't want to see the man sitting down there. With the bell. I can see the bell guy.
I can see the bell, bro.
And he's got the old school thing as well. You know, everyone has had the old school thing.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
It's,
I'm telling you, man, it just frustrates me because Tyson Jones was straight after. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, oh, this is entertaining.
A whole new level of production.
Even the undercard. We turned in and it was like, I hate the fact I don't remember it. It's Gonzalez against someone else. I think it might have been. Anyway, 2 guys that, you know, I'd not seen them before.
Put on a scrap first
They
fight.
gave us 8 rounds of absolutely. I was like, wow, I can't believe it. This is the first fight of the night and I'm invested. Do you know what I mean? There were some elements I would take out. I don't need to see French Montana performing in between the fights. But you can see the difference in terms of people caring about the viewing experience. Do you know what I mean? And that's what I feel like gets missing over here. Because when I'm watching it, I'm thinking, look at the energy when Dillian White fought AJ.
Yep.
It was nuts. Obviously, there was atmosphere, but I know they would have done something to kind of compensate. Look how Fight Camp came out. I just want to see a bit more go into this thing. Make it seem like you put some effort, man.
Here you go. So that's it. We had Jermaine Ortiz versus Solomon Sawega. Yeah. Then we had Badu Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, Blake McKernan.
Yeah, there you go. And then we had Jake
Paul and Nate Robinson. Oh, man. Jake Paul smoked Nate. And the thing is, I knew this was coming. I got a tweet that I put out.
What does the black community do though, bro?
Fam,
because America,
you keep saying this, fam.
Bro, I'm telling you, black Twitter, yeah, cool. You know, in the UK, we don't build that connection. Remember that guy that tweeted us and talked about the black fighters and the connection?
Fam, I'm telling you, I hear what you're saying, but nobody had hopes on Nate Robinson doing nothing in this.
Nah, a couple NBA stars. Do you know what he did? He tweeted Steph Curry. He said, yo, I'm gonna shock the world. I'm gonna shock the world.
Steph Curry waited till the fight was over and he'd been knocked out and he came back and said, I see no lies. Very petty. Very petty. How can you say I see no lies? He got and the thing is, now we've got to have a real conversation. Listen, now we've got to have a real conversation. This guy, bro.
Wait, he was running into uppercuts. It's like he's trying to do a dunk competition. He's running off onto banks.
It was mad.
I can't breathe.
Yo, on nerves. Listen, now we've got to have a real conversation, about celebrity boxing.
Snoop Dogg. Oh, Snoop Dogg started singing. Snoop Dogg started singing songs, like "Wait in the Water." He started singing spirituals.
It was mad.
All right, go do your thing.
No, I'm saying it's time to start having a real convo about the celebrity boxing thing.
Yeah,
because Jake Paul, whether we want to give him props or not, he's taking boxing seriously.
He's taking it very serious.
He's showing in how he fights. He's got sparring videos. He's always sparring. He's always training.
Yes.
And then you got Nate Robinson, who was doing like his little video promo leading up to the fight. 2 weeks away from the fight, he's doing a video about his first sparring session.
Hey.
I said, what? No one around you is of any sane mind or knowledge in boxing to know that's not going to work. 2 weeks out, this guy's talking about, yeah, man, I got a small thing, man. And the guy in the gym's like, oh, he's tough, man. He's like, oh, yeah, I know. I'm like, wait, you're going to forget everything you've been practicing on pads in the first round. Lo and behold, he just got smoked. But what I'm saying is dangerous.
Yeah.
Nate Robinson could literally be dealing with some serious issues right now.
Yeah.
He's lucky that he didn't. I mean, he was getting knocked down in a way where it's just like, when you fall on your face, that's bad. That's bad. Like,
Don't forget that.
no, I'm not trying to make jokes, but that's always a sign that it's a bad situation because you're doing something fundamentally incorrect. And I'm looking at this, I'm thinking to myself, did we need to see that?
We didn't.
What do we need to see for people to step in and start to really and take this thing seriously? Because I'm like, bro, man, die in the ring.
Yeah, okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Nate Robinson could have died in the ring because of his lack of preparation and just doing it because, you know, I called out Jake Paul. Yeah, I'm doing it. Bro, forget the theatrics. Yeah? This thing is real.
Yeah.
And when this guy gets in there and Jake Paul knows what he's doing, he's going to clip you.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Jake Paul ain't no amazing fighter.
Yeah.
But it's
the
dangerous.
overhand right that he got him down with.
If you sprint forward like it's an NFL tackle, you're gonna get clipped with something deadly every time. As soon as I saw the fight, I was like, oh, this is gonna be horrible. I knew it's gonna happen.
You put me back into me. You put me back in. What you saying for your dash?
Bro.
What you saying?
It's mad.
What's that thing that they go to when they're trying to get signed for an NFL team and you got to do
the Columbine. It's tough. But end of the day, glad he's okay. And hopefully Jake Paul starts to fight somebody that's got a pulse and some experience in boxing and knows what they're doing.
KSI.
Yeah, KSI.
KSI said he wants to. Well, he's got some names on there. He wants to fight some people still. Like I thought that he was gonna. I thought really and truly. I thought, oh, maybe he's gonna. He said Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. This man is good. Listen,
but the thing is,
Jake Paul's coming to take all the peas.
As mad as this sounds, yeah, him fighting Conor McGregor in a boxing match,
I love to see it.
Would be competitive.
I love
the
to see
only issue is weight.
Yeah, because Jake
is a cruiserweight.
Yeah, Jake Paul's walking around that.
They're walking around big, so it's not gonna happen. But you know, let's get to Mike Tyson and Roy Jones. How did you think about that?
Mike Tyson, Roy Jones, we were wrong. Remember we said that even though we got to take the age into consideration. We thought Tyson, first round, breathing heavy, can't manage. Yeah? And me and you both saw it. We got frustrated. Tyson was like, he gave us more.
Wait, I wasn't frustrated.
No, he was frustrated with the man with the slow chair.
Oh, I was frustrated with the corner man. Yeah.
The chair, like Tyson is tired. Like,
they're getting back from the corner.
Let him sit down. The chair's late every time. Roy Jones is already sitting down, looking over.
The corner man is supposed to have provided him with a chair that he sits down on after every round. Bruv, Roy Jones is fully sitting down getting instructions. Tyson's there kicking the floor. Like,
waiting for a chair. And that's what was frustrating.
Ridiculous. It was
we
ridiculous.
kept on and he's like, let's see if the chair's gonna be late again. Late.
Every single time. But the thing is, right, what was interesting about this, right? Because I didn't know how real this fight was going to be. Didn't really know what to expect because obviously it's Tyson and everyone knows Tyson to be ferocious all the time.
Yeah.
But in this fight, my mind and my expectation changed and it would turn into a real appreciation.
Yes, I was appreciative.
Because whilst I was like, okay, cool. I'm starting to see Tyson's pulling punches. He's choosing to go to the body when the head is wide open.
Yeah.
Which lets me know these men are not coming to kill each other.
Yeah.
Even Roy Jones was pulling shots. I even see Roy Jones missing on purpose. Like that wild swinging left hook. I'm like, I know what you're doing. I know what that is. That's when you don't want to hurt your brethren.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because I've had those spars where I spar my brother and it's like, he's there like, come be serious. And I'm like, I can't sit down on this punch though. I just can't let it go.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at this. I'm like, yeah, I see what's happening here. And then suddenly I started to see sparks of who they are.
I'm that guy.
Yeah,
it
like
still
Roy
reminded us.
Roy did this thing where he went head body with the left hand. And I was like, you see how fast that was? Tyson did this thing, it's like at the end of one of the rounds, it's like he just is on the bell, he's like, upstairs, downstairs, and he just stopped and then just hugged Roy. And I was just like, this is what it is. It's an exhibition.
But don't get twisted. After the bell.
Yeah.
So it's like that's still that same mindset is there, but it's like, nah, I gotta chill.
The shots are being pulled.
Yeah. I gotta chill. Like, and end of the day, it's business. These men are understanding. Them men have walked into entertainment.
It is a business, But at the same time, it's one of those things where it's nice to see legends.
I loved it.
Do you know what I mean? And the fact that they're not coming to kill each other, there was something nice about this. It was like Master Leagues of boxing.
Yes, and I loved it.
And you wouldn't know how to create something like that. But here it is where it's like, you can see they've agreed not to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
But we're still appreciating the glimpse of who they are.
But don't get it twisted, yeah? Because, you know, like, it's like a new club that opens up. At the beginning, it's lit. Everyone's doing the right thing, coming in shoes, you know. Then you're going to allow the wrong guy in. The guy that comes and says, "Raw, who's that?" Yeah?
You know,
spoil it. And we don't know who that fighter is.
I know who that is. I know who that is.
Who is it?
I know who that is. Because the headlines today, I saw Lennox Lewis is considering a comeback.
See what I'm saying?
And guess who? Riddick Bowe.
Friggin' hell. So, there we go. And, see what I said about the ring?
And the reason why I say he'll be the one is because Lennox is he's the guy that the boxing industry, guys around his class, can't like him.
Yes.
Like, they can't because you did everything you wanted to do.
Yes.
You were the champ for so long. You beat everyone who beat you.
Last undisputed.
And you left on the top. And for the last bare years, I've had to sit and listen to you be the last undisputed heavyweight champ of the world. I knocked him out.
I don't need to say no more.
When it sits there and it's just like, oh yeah, I knocked him out. I would have knocked him out. And the thing is, you just believe. And these men have had to take that. So now these men have been stirring. I don't think anyone's treating Lennox with the respect. And I don't think
Lennox wore a suit with man's names on.
And I think if Lennox takes a shot, I'm the last undisputed champ. There's gonna be I reckon it'll be, if anyone's gonna be, I really think it'll be him.
I'm telling you, mash up the ring.
When we sat down with Lennox and said, you got a petty energy about you, innit?
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Remember he said he was on the beach.
Bro.
Remember, because our account was we were nowhere near what the numbers that we're doing now. Nowhere near. Yeah. My simple tweet, yeah. Any comedian from South London. Obviously, I'm somebody. Now
you were talking crazy online, fam. I'd have responded to you.
But, bro, last undisputed.
Fam,
take that. Wait, understand. He's had seasons,
Hey.
bro. He's been everywhere.
But he's chilling. He's just sitting and thinking.
He said he's on the beach
with everything I've done. Man are talking on me like this.
He said he's in. He responds.
I got something to say.
No, but no.
No, I'm joking.
There's a response. You know when you respond, yeah.
I hate you.
You might hear him with the one paragraph. Hey, shut up.
He gave us 4.
4.
I was driving when I got that message.
It lets you understand who we're dealing with.
We got A4 or 6, you know. I can't believe it. Listen,
understand. This is what we're talking about.
So that's what I'm saying.
Riddick Bowe, yeah, is still angry. So as I said,
they were gonna fight like 2-3 years ago at the legendary exhibition. Like they might have been celebrated for their achievements, and Lennox is there smiling with that energy, like touch me, touch a button,
you know. And it's the killer because you now tried to turn up to that same rave last week after the man them cleared the room. Can't get in. It's changed, bro. Now they're just doing Funky House and they're not allowing you in there no more, bro. So what's gonna happen is someone is gonna spoil it, fam. And we've already their names have been announced.
And the thing is, Evander Holyfield is there posting up pics all the time. He's ready to go. I think we're gonna see a Legends League. We spoke about the Legends League a little while ago.
Time ago.
And we wonder what it looked like. And I feel like anytime you put Lennox in there, I would like for it to remain at this kind of touch pace energy. But I'm telling you, someone gets hurt.
Yeah.
We're here now.
Yes, we are. And those two dislike each other. Well, hold on. One dislikes the other one more. No.
Tyson, Lennox and Riddick Bowe. There's needle there.
So much needle.
Yeah.
Like Pinhead.
Yeah, it's mad. And we asked Lennox not to come back, but now after seeing the Legends League thing, it's kind of like, what if you want to do it there, fam?
This is it. No, because what happened, yeah? Imagine a group chat. Yeah? Tyson's obviously finished the fight because they all know each other. They all got each other on WhatsApp, yeah? And he's messaged them, man, and said, yo, we just made 10 mil. In the group chat.
Roy made 3.
We got peas. And then
on a sparring thing.
Riddick's probably at home. And I'm not saying, I don't know your situation, but it's not feeling P. Diddy. You know what I mean? It's feeling
like he could do a 3 mil.
I could take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I ain't got much else to do today.
Lennox, you know, he's chilling.
Lennox is chilling.
It's not really financial, but it's like, I'm still the last on the speed and I need to let them know.
He's a competitive man.
But the peas, I'll still take the peas.
Of course.
And Limelight. I'm back. That's enough. That's all we needed. Money, adulation. Let's go. Bad cocktail.
Listen,
we're gonna see Madman them back.
And the thing is, it would be nice to experience it again. That's the part I was saying was really nice, because I know a lot of people didn't really see Roy Jones's career. They don't know Roy Jones's career. They've heard about the myth of Roy Jones and seen some highlights, but this man is, in most people's opinion, the complete boxer.
Yeah.
He's done things that people just haven't done since. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's one of the people that you could be like, I'll put him in any era and let's see, and I think he comes out on top. He's a candidate for those conversations. So when people are getting to know it and they're just seeing these little glimpses throughout the fight, you think, how dare he lead with a straight right to Tyson? Well, that's who he was in his prime. He would make man look nuts.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited about the Legends League. I'm not gonna front, man. But I want it. No, but in truthfulness, though, I want it to stay at a respectful place. I don't want to hear no bad man injured and certain things going on. Like, don't need to see that man in their 50s.
Don't like pat the man down before they enter the rave, innit? That's what I'm saying. Pat them down properly, because I've seen some mad security, bro.
100%, man. So obviously there was a fight on Friday. Daniel Jacobs fought Rosado in a candidate for one of the most boring fights of the year, cuz like I'm looking at this thing and I'm thinking to myself, hold on a minute, hold on. Are these two men friends?
Yeah, they're friends, collecting check.
Yeah, like, is it like you know David Haye and Audley Harrison, yeah?
Yeah.
They were dogs back in the day.
Dogs.
So there's a part of me that's always felt like you wanted to get your boy some bread.
Yeah.
Because nobody was really giving Audley title shots.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking to myself, you men are fighting like two brothers whose mum said don't hurt yourselves.
This is it.
And you just out here tap. Daniel Jacobs' trainer said to him, come on, talk to me. Did you bet on the fight? Because it looked nuts.
Do you know what's so crazy?
They had the cheek to upload highlights and compress it to 10-minute highlight clips.
Yeah, very rude.
There's no highlights.
Very rude.
There's no highlights in there.
Very rude. Whoever even compressed that, you're a chief as well.
Daniel Jacobs, after the fight, apologized for the performance and said, you know, it was like a hard sparring match. You know what I mean? Sorry to the fans. Do you know what I mean?
It's because they've been in COVID.
But they were talking so much trash to each other, bro.
Nah, we've been in COVID and people ain't been paid. So we're going to finesse the system. Do you know what I mean? But it's a bad finesse. Like, at least, like, because my thing, I think of anytime I think of people getting someone paid, a friend paid, yeah, I think of LeBron immediately. Because LeBron will get anyone paid. Just come, know him, you're getting paid. You know what I mean? So we've seen it many times. Give me that player that he was playing with, mad tattoos, didn't touch it, didn't play a game, get the shirt off.
Caruso? No, not Caruso.
No. Oh, I hate when I bring up things. Junior. Missed a big shot against the I hate myself right now. 1 second.
Lakers.
He missed a big shot.
James.
Oh, that's so annoying. He punched out someone that tried to mess with his car, man.
J.R. Smith.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, so he played in the Lakers season. That
does what he wants.
He didn't play. He had his shirt off the whole time and still celebrated. Do you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's one of those things where you got a fighter like it. Danny Jacobs must have said, yo, listen, we're gonna get paid. We've been in lockdown.
Let's talk crazy to each other. Let's do what we gotta do. Let's make it happen.
As crazy as possible. I promise you, bro, we're getting paid. Yeah?
I'll tell you right now, yeah. If I'm a fighter at that level, I'm getting my brethren paid. I'm still sparking him out.
What?
I'm still sparking him out.
But why?
Because this is still my career.
So
I'm gonna pay you, but I'm not gonna look crazy. No one's having my name funny in the light. I'm gonna get you paid, and I'm gonna close the show. If you go down after whatever big shot, fair play. But I'm throwing it. I'm not even playing. I'm not faking no shots for no one to tell me I did this and question my no. Bang bang. We're gonna wrap it up afterwards. Yeah.
And he hit the group chat like, you're right.
It's love, but you're also a fighter. So this beat, I'm not trying to.
Hitting the group chat, yo, it's love. Is that how you come in? How do you enter the group chat?
I'll forward man with body shots. Do what I gotta do. Yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna go for the dangerous.
Yeah.
But I'm shutting it down in a way that's
cool.
That I normally would do it.
All right.
And I'll phone you after the fight, or if we're not there, we walk in the tunnel.
I'm at hospital. I'm
closing it.
No, I'm at A&E. I want to hear what the phone call sounds
sit there and we'll bust jokes about the old days. Cause but you know why I'm saying this, and it sounds nuts, yeah. But we're in the place to compete.
Yeah.
Danny Jacobs now, who's trying to give him Canelo? He's trying to give him. No one's taking him seriously. You look nuts for that performance, and you're a good fighter. So the stock. I'm not doing that to my stock.
As you said, because you've been questioning Canelo for a little bit. Will Canelo probably take that?
Jacobs.
Yeah, just
he'll take it now.
Yeah,
yeah. Because it's just to knock you out.
It's a stat.
He's fighting Callum Smith. I mean, that's going to be a fight to see. I think it's the good time to fight Callum Smith.
I wanted to talk about this. Billy Joe Saunders has some choice words for actual Triple D. Yeah, and I thought he said he should be carried out of the ring. And I was thinking when Billy Joe Saunders said that, I was thinking, well, we haven't seen you in a long time, so maybe we should carry you into the ring. Do you know what I mean? Because we ain't seen you. You can't say stuff. I want carried out on my shield, bruv. Go and fight. Nope. I'm gonna stay. Wait, hold on. This is it. Because at the end of the day, Canelo wanted to fight Billy Joe Saunders, not Smith. He wanted to fight Billy Joe Saunders. We talked about it. Remember, they even agreed. It was agreed. Then he did the madness before lockdown. Remember, he did the madness, and they locked off the fight. So, like it or not, Canelo's been saying, "I want to fight you." You've said, "I want to fight you too." Yeah, a fight was agreed. You did the madness. It was supposed to be a suit. And remember, he said, "I want to fight him." Super money fight. Right. He's talking. It
is a different conversation. Though. I'm not all the way with you on this point. It's a different conversation because in the ring activity versus contract negotiations, it's a different world.
The main thing is there was a fight that you did for some strange reason because you negotiated before. It's not like it's hard. You've negotiated before. This fight was happening. It was signed, sealed, delivered. You got a ban for doing a madness.
I hear you. It is just for me. It just is a different conversation.
But we're talking about because bottom line is inactivity. Because, so don't come and say stuff and you haven't been active. That's what I'm saying.
Eubank Jr. came out and said, winners never quit and quitters never win. Right? Someone could say to him, "But you ain't been in there with no one big." Question Eubank Jr.'s grip. Telling me that this man is quitting. You ain't got no quitting, Eubank Jr.
There you go.
So that's why I'm like, the negotiation is a different world because he was supposed to fight Triple G. And then Eubank Sr. came out and said, no, the deal was crazy and da-da-da-da-da. Yeah. So obviously to people that don't know, where's your pen? Where's your pen? That's what people say to him. But it's like, is there quitting Eubank Jr.? Could you see him tapping out?
No, I can't. But at the end of the day, you heard what I said, it's 300 settings, so it is what it is. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like, when there's certain man, like, don't get me wrong, I always have these road analogies, bruv. But it's just where it is.
Go on.
You see them times where you're the guy and you're cool amongst your friends, but the year 11s are scrapping. And you turn up and they're busting joke or they're getting into it and it's like, don't laugh. And you have to be quiet. It's one of the situations where right now, big people are doing their thing. Don't get involved, fam, because I ain't even seen you in this. You don't belong here right now.
Nah. Hold on.
Billy Joe Saunders has been inactive for too long. Period. For too long. Don't start talking like this. Because end of the day, you need to be you need activity to talk like this. It's simple. Like it or not, even I didn't like what Dylan. I'm saying it.
I disagree.
You don't have to. That's your prerogative. I'm just saying, as far as I'm concerned, you haven't been active. You shouldn't be saying that. Go and be active, or take the Canelo fight. Set the water light. Because now Callum Smith does it. If Callum Smith wins, yeah. It's gonna almost feel like that thing where Fury took it first. Canelo is the man. It's the big fight. We're not talking about no one. What do you call it? He's the mountaintop.
It's just a different conversation, man. It's like when Frampton and David Haye, they both came out and said, "Nah, you don't quit. You get carried out. Whatever's got to happen in there." Yes. And they've got stuff in their resume where it's just like, "I ain't quitting." Mm-hmm. David Haye with the Achilles.
David Haye had the whole match.
That's a mad display. Do you know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, if just because of inactivity, I don't think he's completely ruled out of that conversation. I just don't.
I just feel that I feel that it's
because he's fought at a higher level.
He's fought at a high level, but it's in the inactivity for me is don't try it. And you remember, it's like, what have you done for me lately? That's boxing, and you ain't done none in a while.
He's a champ.
There's a whole song about it. I didn't write it. Janet did.
All right. Predictions ahead of this weekend: Danny Garcia, Errol Spence. How do you see this going?
Oh. Now in the call-in show, when people were talking about Errol's like slurring his speech, that's worrying. Mm-hmm. The fan in me,
although Panit said that slur was there before, and a lot of people thought it was alcohol addiction that's causing it.
Okay,
so there's variables. I think sometimes we focus on these things because there's an accident, but it might have been right there in front of us the whole time. Okay, and we just missed it. Yeah, so there's possibility.
There's grounds. The fan in me wants to see Errol win it That's just bias. It's just a bias. I'll be honest, because I want to see him fight Crawford.
That's exactly why I want to see him.
That's why.
I just don't see the next fights for Garcia being competitive. I think he's not coming towards the end of the road, but he's at that stage where it's like,
he can fight though.
He can. Oh no, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I'm not overlooking him.
Fight.
But I just don't feel like he's still propelling. I think we know who Danny Garcia is.
Yeah,
he is who he is. We're not going to get anything new per se. Do you see what I'm saying? That's unfortunately just how I see him. But the prospects for Errol Spence going after that is straight Crawford fight, and that's exciting. It's just exciting.
See it. And we've got Tiafimo in that same.
No, different weight class. But I would like to see Errol Spence.
Crawford was fight. What am I talking about?
Yeah, what, bro? Because he's 147. Errol Spence is who I want to see Crawford get in there with straight afterwards. And I want it to be a thing where it's the real Errol Spence. No injury-laden performance. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all I want. Yeah. So, Anthony Yard, Lyndon Arthur predictions.
What's that?
Anthony Yard, Lyndon Arthur.
Come on, it's unnecessary. Anthony Yard wins that.
I think it's a competitive fight, but obviously, I think Yard wins it.
Anthony Yard's winning that. There's no way.
I think what Yard's doing now, especially with the last win and these fights, he's coming and he's really silently shutting people up who say, "Oh, he hasn't had any British tests, he hasn't done all this stuff." He's just coming on and clipping them off one by one, and he's going to get back up to world level and start doing what he does. And I respect it. Do you know what I mean? I respect it. I think he's talented. I think he can go all the way and win a world title and come again. Billy Joe Saunders should get through Martin Murray. I shouldn't.
It's a tough fight.
It's not really, in my opinion, just because I think Martin Murray's been inactive for a while. Like, do you know what I mean? If just looking to his box rec, I'm like, nah, this shouldn't be competitive. I shouldn't. This is a good opportunity for Billy Joe to put on a show.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's not me disrespecting Martin Murray. It's just me saying that. Do you know what I mean? Like, when was his last fight? November 2019. Do you know what I mean? It's a while out the ring. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like he could do it. I feel like he can do it.
Billy Joe Saunders, it's mad, you know. Now with Joyce in, yeah? Anything's possible, bro. Because someone can come and still spoil the show.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean? And
Martin Murray's 38, so there's that to consider.
But I'm talking about Billy Joe not really like, he has in the last, let's say last year and a bit, he has looked after his body better. Usually he does put on weight. You know what I mean? I saw this
funny interview where they had like the media day on Zoom.
Yeah.
And he says to him, he goes, "Oh, Billy Joe, what have you done to look after your body this time?" And he goes, "Yeah, I've been having a lot of sex. Been really, really going for it, working on stamina, like going down to the fields, getting a bit of dogging in." And I was just like, this man has not learned any of the lessons about media training, nothing, just straight 2-foot tackles the whole way. It's one of the ones now where it's just like, that's just Billy Joe, man. But yeah, man. So after the fight, Anthony Yard fight, we'll be going live this Saturday. Call in. Do you know what I mean? That's tomorrow when this comes out. That will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tomorrow after the fight, jump on the live. We'll be there.
It's gonna be a vibe. Literally, and we got this new thing now. We're throwing away the phone. But why throwing away the phone actually makes more sense is anyone from wherever in the world you are.
That's right. You can talk to each other. All you need is a Wi-Fi connection. Just hit the link.
Strong Wi-Fi connection.
Hit the link and you are live.
Live.
So after the fight, after Anthony Yard's fight, we'll be going live. We'll be talking about that fight. Monday live next week, we'll be discussing the Errol Spence and Garcia and all those fights over the weekend that's taking place. And we'll just get it cracking, man. All right. Well, listen. I'm KG. I'm Travis J. Peace. Have a good week. Yo, people, thanks for watching the Undefeated podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and all that good stuff, man. This is the place to be. I liked it still. Yeah, same. I liked it. Very nice, very clean.